Hi everyone, hope you all well. Today, I'm going to show you how to make professional paper-thin homemade spring roll and samoosa sheets. These are incredibly easy to prepare and guaranteed to stay extra crispy and golden after frying. You'll never want to buy store-bought again, so let's get started. To start off, we're going to take 4 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, add 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of oil, and 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Now, gradually add water as needed to knead it into a dough. I've used about 3 cups of water here, but feel free to adjust the amount based on your flour's texture. You want to keep kneading until the dough is perfectly smooth and supple, just like this. This consistency is the secret to those paper-thin sheets. So make sure you don't rush the kneading process for the best results. Now, cover the dough and let it rest for about 30 minutes to allow the gluten to relax. This step is essential because it makes the dough much easier to stretch and roll out later. Now, we'll form these into small balls. I'm making spring roll sheets, so I've kept them small, but for samosas, make them slightly larger. Now, we're going to roll out 6 small, equal-sized rotis from our dough. Once they are rolled out, I'm going to carefully apply a layer of oil and a sprinkle of dry flour on both sides of every single roti. Now, I know what you're thinking, you can definitely choose to apply the oil and flour to just one side if you prefer. However, in my experience, doing both sides is much more convenient and reliable. Even though this double-sided method is a bit more time-consuming and requires a little extra patience, I personally prefer it because it ensures the layers never stick together. It guarantees that after cooking, each sheet will peel away effortlessly, giving you that perfect, professional, paper-thin finish every single time. It's all about the details. Taking this extra minute now prevents the frustration of torn sheets later on when you're trying to separate them. Once you see how easily they glide apart after heating, you'll realize this extra effort is what makes the final result so incredibly crispy. Now, we're going to roll this stack out into one large, thin roti, but here's a crucial tip: don't press too hard on the edges. If you flatten the sides too much, they'll seal together and won't peel apart. Keep your touch light and even. Now, if you're focusing on samosa sheets specifically, remember to start with those larger dough balls we mentioned earlier. By rolling out a much bigger roti, you can easily cut it into 4 perfect samosa strips from just one sheet. This method is incredibly efficient and ensures that every single samosa comes out with that professional, uniform shape and a delicate, crispy crunch. Now, place the rolled stack onto a preheated pan over medium heat. We're only going to lightly toast it for a few seconds on each side, just enough for the dough to change color without getting any brown spots. And now, look at the magic. Watch how effortlessly each layer peels away from the other, staying perfectly thin and intact. This is exactly what we're looking for: translucent, flexible sheets that are ready to be filled and fried to perfection. I've used a stack of 6 layers here, but feel free to adjust this to your comfort level. You can easily start with 3, 4, or even 5 layers instead. As soon as you peel these apart, place them inside a clean, damp cloth and keep them covered. These thin layers can dry out and become brittle in seconds if exposed to the air. Keeping them moist ensures they stay flexible and easy to fold. Now, I'll finish the rest of the dough using the same method until we have a full stack of professional-grade sheets. These sheets are perfectly ready to be filled with your favorite spring roll or samosa stuffing. Give this a try in your own kitchen, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.